Okay, watch out. All right. So some of you have a really good model and some of you don't. He pauses for dramatic effect. If you're happy with your Tuscan plan, I want you to keep it. But if you're not happy with your Tuscan plan, I don't want you to keep it. It's like, oh my God, I'm way behind. It just didn't work out for me at the end of last semester. And my model isn't very good. I don't want you to have that model. Okay. But again, if your model is good, I don't want you to use mine. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go to watch me, I'm going to go to open. And I'm going to go to the X drive. And labs and Brown and read only. This is mine. Again, just in case. Intro. And let's see. Sorry, I don't know if I did it right. That's right. Sorry. Intro. Let's see. Where did I put that thing? Cancel. Let me go back one. Sorry, I'm brain farting on where I put it. X drive, labs, Brown, read only. Intro. Oh, architecture, that's why, sorry. Okay, I got it. Architecture, let's see. So this is the file. Mr. Brown Tuscan plan. Okay. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, and then you can decide whether you want to keep yours or you want to use mine. So what yours should have, it should have, all the roofs and walls and all that stuff. Mine's okay. I don't have much of a chimney there, but I got the granny flat going on. As far as the inside goes, you should have the bathroom pretty much done. The bathroom pretty much done. Not much going on with the bedroom yet. We'll do more with that. Not much going on with the bedrooms yet. Just some beds in there right now. Really nothing in the laundry room or powder room. Kitchen should be pretty good. Nothing in the great room. And the granny flat's pretty empty right now. So that's one thing we're going to work on today. But if you don't have it, or you're just not happy with yours, then what I'd like you to do is take this one and open it up and save it to your My Documents as your own. Does that make sense? I don't want you to chase your tail from the stuff that happened last semester, because that was last semester. We're starting from scratch. However, like I said, if you like yours, open that one up. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do that now. By the way, when you open up Revit, you're going to see some funky, should you load them? Just say no to all of them. Yeah, do not load all of the ones that pop up. So if probably in all honesty, if you got like an A or B in the first semester at the end and you got a really good score on that last stuff, you're probably there. But like I said, if things weren't going very well, please don't open an old, not great file. Just use the Mr. Brown one, because we're going to piggyback off that stuff anyway. The file would be X drive, labs, Brown, read only, intro, and then architecture. I think it's in that. Yeah, that's what we talked about. It's like, because there's no differentiation, because you know, it should be the same way. It's because whoever's running the contest, it's because you don't have anyone running a contest. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I know. The whole thing is a cluster. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Lovely. Yes. Yeah, my kids are doing mine's actually not too bad. I'm just mad that my kids couldn't all do it, you know. It's like there's that little low by the 3/4 of my kids couldn't do it, you know, but the contest is good. What they do is have two parts. So they have the part that they're doing right now, which is actually pretty like substantial. And then I guess she's gonna give them 3 or 4 hours and she's gonna throw something at them. So that'll be the live part. Yeah, it'll be a revision. Exactly. It'll be like an addition or it'll be, yeah, exactly. Yep. Right. Exactly. So I think everybody will have something decent, since they, in theory, can cheat. In theory, you know, so they can look things up and, you know, figure things out. So, right. Exactly. So we'll see if they do it too. You know, I'm sure some of them will be like, you know, they just. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be here no matter what. Even though in theory they don't have to be here. No, because it's Zoom. But I told my students, I was like, you know, you can do that, but you know, here's the thing, you know, what if, you know, the server's not working, or what if the district does something and they just decide to close the server down on the weekend? They do that. So it's like, you take your chances, but I wouldn't do that. So I'm just gonna be here. So yeah, that's fine. Cool. Yep, that's too bad. Yeah, at least they can compete, sort of, but yeah, yeah, right, fun. All right, see you later. All right, bye. All right, sorry about that, folks. All right. Does everybody have a file open, or do you need, if you need help from me, let me know now. You can't find the file if I went too fast. Malachi, you find it? Let me see what you have. Are you looking for mine or yours? Okay. Yeah, this is the one you want. Oh, wait a second. Oh, you're saving as. Oh, I see. I got it. Okay. No, when you save this, you have to save it to your file. That's why. So when you go project, you have to save it to your My Documents. You can't save it back to where you got it, because that's my folder. So you want to save it here. So go ahead, put your name. And then just put good at the end of plan here, so we know this is the right one. Put good there. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, guys, give me just 1 minute here. Malik, I'm gonna do one more thing with you. Could you drag that over, please? No, the other way. Yeah, I want the folder thing over. You got a lot of files there, and you're going to run out of room. So I'm just going to take care of that really fast, because I already know what's going to happen. So see all these files here, they're going to eventually run you out of room. So I'm just going to go in there and just kind of start whittling some of these down. See what I mean? See all these backup files here? Yeah, you don't need any of those. So what happens is if you have all of those, you basically run out of room. I get these Revit demos you don't need as well. So I was going to get rid of those. Okay, you're in business now. Yep. Samir, are you good? Okay. All right. One other thing, I'm going to do this on Samir's, because I know you moved. there's a couple of you who I moved, so I want to show you something. Everybody else can kind of ignore it, sort of. Samir, taking over. So here. Okay. So if I moved you, if I go component place and load family, you'll notice that this stuff is not populated anymore like it was before. Remember that? If you move, it's not at that station anymore. So what you need to do, X drive, labs, Brown, read only. Revit 2022 OOTB content. And you need to drag this English Imperial folder over to the left palette. Otherwise, you won't be able to find anything, doors, windows, anything like that. The other ones you're going to want is you're going to want the Revit families, the plus Revit families. I'd say those two are probably fine. I have another one down here you can do if you want, the Revit families 4. That one's not as important, but you definitely need the English Imperial and the Revit families, the plus. I'm going to use those a lot. Okay, and so you need those. And if you move stations, there's like about a dozen of you, then you've got to like make that happen. If you don't have those, by the way, you need them. So you might want to just drag them over. Okay. If I cancel this, it's going to ask me if I want to save the places. I'm going to say absolutely. So now it's there. And so in this case, Samir's not going to have to do that anymore. And that should be it. You shouldn't have to do that anymore. Got it. So there's several of you around who have to do that. So I'm going to give you a second to do that. And everybody else just kind of hang tight. While they're doing that, anyone have any trouble finding the file? That if you're borrowing mine, obviously if you have yours, it's pretty easy. If you used my file, please, you have to save it to your My Documents. Okay. Make sure you put your name in the save name. All right, are you ready? Okay, let's see, close this. And watch out. Oh, maybe not. One sec. I didn't even start to bore you yet. Here you go. You need a pass. There you go. All right, see what's in. All right, let's try that again. Watch out. Okay. Do you remember the fireplace? I talked about the fireplace and how just kind of wait. We're going to fix it later. And right now we just created just sort of a, I don't know, kind of a chunk. We just created this kind of chunk right there to represent it. Well, now we're going to kind of do it better. All right. So the way it's going to work is fireplaces now in California, 99% of California, you can't use wood burning fireplaces. You can't design using wood burning fireplaces. Now, some of you have them. I have one actually. My house was built in 1994 and it burns wood. But today you can't do it that way unless you're living like in a rural, like really out nowhereville in California. You can't use wood burning fireplaces anymore. They're trying to prevent poor air quality and stuff like that. So they're doing gas. And that gas will probably eventually go away as well. But right now, that's what the game is. You need a fireplace because people want it. And it's just, buying a house without a fireplace just doesn't have that same warmth to it, so to speak. So here's the way they do it. It's it's really pretty simple, to be honest. I mean, if you look at it, it's basically just a little mini room, if you will. These are studs, just plain old like wood studs, like you would have in a wall in a bedroom or whatever. And what this little fireplace fits inside. The flute goes up, and it goes up and out the house, and it just burns gas, but it will heat the house. In fact, some gas ones are better than even some wood ones because they're more efficient in the way that they burn. So it just kind of is what it is. So we're going to design it. And it's going to pretty much come inside the house. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures just to show you, kind of what they do. They're just kind of framed out. They're just like little mini rooms. They can go in corners, and then you just see it's just a little mini room. And then, the flute kind of goes up wherever they want it to go, and they aim it to wherever they want to go, and it's kind of done. Another picture right there. So in essence, you're coming into the room with a mini room, and then the gas fireplace kind of pops inside. They can go all the way to the floor, or more commonly, they kind of sit up a little bit, but you can do it either way. Completely up to you, because it's just a unit that just kind of jams in there, right? It's really pretty easy. They don't really weigh that much either. They're all kind of made out of sheet metal and stuff. And then of course you put all the beautiful stuff on the outside, and they look really nice from the outside, but in essence, they're, pretty not that difficult. All right. So you can see where mine is. Let's going to move this over here because I don't want that there anymore. You're going to decide on where you want to put it. We're going to create the wall. Let's see. You should have a wall in there. I don't know. We'll just use this one for right now. Just this little three. Did we have one that was like a partial one? Maybe not. Didn't we do a wall that had just like 5/8 jip and 3.5 stud? Thought we did. That's all right. We'll use this one. All right. And it's going right now, it's going from level 1 to level 2. We'll leave it like that for right now, and we're going to probably tweak it later. So I'm just going to pop this in like a little room. By the way, the drywall on this, they do have fire rated drywall on the inside of this, obviously, because it does get hot in there when you burn, even gas. So that's all taken care of. All right. And I'm just going to bring this way out farther than it needs to be to start. All right. Next, easy enough. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in a component, load family. And I'd like you to go to that ++ Revit families folder. And in there, we have fireplace gas. Let's see, which one did we use here? I got a couple of them in here. Gas fireplaces. I'm not sure which ones are the best ones. Let's go ahead and plop this little Phoenix one in. I think the premium one's really is longer. But what happens? No, yes, no, yes. So you plunk it in. So what it does is it kind of takes out of the wall there. So if I was to take a picture of this, yeah, kind of looks like that. Not too bad. Okay. Now, is it where I want it to be? Yeah, not so much, right? Maybe I want to bring that in a little bit more, right? Not take up so much room. But basically, like I said, it's just sort of like they call it a vestibule. It's just a little space, a little wall space. Now, where the wall stops is going to be up to you. You can see in my picture, see if I can get this all the way at the top here. The wall goes up a distance to level 2 and then it stops. Now, is that where I want the wall to stop? That's going to be up to you. Okay. If you want it to go higher, then you would take the wall and you might go up to, let's say, the main building, and it could be going all the way up. Sometimes they go up and then they take a turn and they get smaller because you don't really need it to be that wide all the way up. So that's going to be up to you on how you want to do it. What you might want to consider doing, is you can make another wall starting at level 2 and going up to the roof. Does that make sense? So that'd be kind of up to you. So if I was on level 2 here, I could say, yeah, I want that second wall to go, let's see if I do this right here, wall and wall. I'm going to go from level 2 to the main building. And let's just say for giggles, I don't know. In the end, all it's doing is it's just holding the, the flute. So if I did it there, for example, let's just say, then if I go back to that 3D view, kind of see where I'm going with that, give or take, and then no paint on there yet or anything like that, just sort of like the, the design element. Yeah, so that's, and then you can push that around. It does have to hold this, so that part, you have to kind of design in there. And you can sort of see what's happening with it. It's just a facade, if you will. All right. Now, easy enough on that. Just make the walls, put the fireplace in there. Now, it gets kind of fun after that. Then what happens is, well, we don't have the chimney there anymore, right? So we have to find a way to get the chimney in there, right? The part that goes through, because it does have to go through the roof, right? So what I've got for you now, let me put this in the site view so you can see this kind of from the top. Agreed that I'm kind of like right in here somewhere. So what I have for you, same folder. I have these chimney caps. There's different ones depending on the scenario. Like if it's, watch my hand, if yours is going right on the top, and it could be, then you want to use this one. If it's going on the side, like probably most of yours, you're going to want to use something like this or like that. So let me show you how it works. It's pretty, the family is pretty cool. I'm going to just plunk it in here in a place that's probably not perfect. All right, let's go ahead and cut a section because obviously it's on the ground, right? Because I didn't know where I wanted to put it. Let me make the scale better. Okay, so that looks perfect, huh? So the question goes is, how do I make that go onto that? Well, if you find an angle, let's see what the angle is on this. Because I don't think we ever did this. Let's see, angular from here to here. That's an 18.43 degree angle. That's a 412 slip. Okay, remember that number, 18.43. So we're going to hit that. We're going to go to edit type. And what was that number? And say, So now you put it where it belongs. You decide where that thing is going to line up with your, cut a section through it and stuff like that, lined it up. And you have yourself, chimney cap. I don't want you to make this harder than it is. Okay. Don't make it harder than it is. Could we probably make this out of a different material? Yeah, we probably could. We'd make it out of stucco or something like that, probably better. But with Tuscan, brick is fine. So we're going to do brick. Okay. Keep it simple. All right. So that is your plate. And then this thing right here that we made, guess what I'm going to do with it? Bye-bye. All right. Got it. So you're going to create the room, if you will. You're going to put in the fireplace of your choice. Now, if you have a bigger space, I got a couple of bigger ones in there. Some of the bigger ones are a little too big though. So, keep it simple. Get it in the spot where you want it. Don't make it take up too much space. Like here, I could even have pushed this back even a little farther and give myself a little bit more room in the great room. Don't let it hit windows or anything like that. This could be even smaller if you want it to be. That's completely up to you. Whatever works for you. But, make it work. And then if you want to do something fancy Nancy, like you want to get in there and do like I did and, make it kind of transition from big to small, no problem at all. Don't worry about the top of it. We'll take care of that later. It's not a big deal. It's really, it's just as easy what I showed you here. So they're easy. They're really not that like rocket science. You think, oh my God, it's a fireplace. It's awful. It's hard. Yeah, the ones that are burned wood, they're a pain in the butt. But the gas fireplaces are really easy. Okay. So guess what I'm gonna have you do right now? Make that chimney. You can do it exactly the way I did it, or you can tweak it. Some of yours are in different spots. Melissa, what do you got? Find the what? Oh, it's under plus Revit families and under gas fireplace. I throw a save on there, even if you're not quite done. Want to throw a save on it? Again, we haven't painted inside yet, so it looks pretty gray in there. If you do a camera view, you'll see it's not super spectacular yet, but it will. Once the paint gets on there and stuff, and we start getting details around the outside, it looks pretty cool. All right. Did we run Enscape at all on this project yet in here? They look at me with blank eyes. Watch out. So I don't know, somebody's gonna go to the kitchen here. Watch this. I'm gonna have you do the same thing. Just you can create a camera view. Just take a shot of the kitchen. Again, we haven't done any paint or lights or anything in here yet, but we got some stuff in the kitchen here. We have a software that allows us to, well, let me show you. Loading. To wander around and to see what this thing looks like. Again, we're totally not done. Totally. But like if I hit the W key, you can walk around, you can go down the hallway, you can go into rooms. Oh, there's nothing there, so let's go back out. Let's go back into the hallway. If you're a gamer, I pretty much suck at gaming, so it is what it is there. Let's go in the room here. What do we got going on? There's a bedroom. It's like no ceiling yet. It's like there's a closet with a glass door. See the glare coming off the glass. So this does a really nice job of showing us what we have in kind of realistic. You can go up and down, like going up, going down. I'm just hitting the like E and Q, and then W to walk. You can walk. If you're a gamer, you probably do this a lot better than I do, but you get the basic idea, right? You walk around, you can see what's going on inside. So what I need to do is I need for you to load the software, and this is the way you're going to do it. I'm going to do this on somebody else's because mine's already loaded, so I'm just going to get out a sec. I'm going to give you the steps. All right, Malachi, I'm going to use yours since I can see yours from here. So I'm showing you Malachi's right now. So this is his model. I'm going to create that camera view. Okay, so just got a view, just basically it's this place to start. All right, so you should have Enscape in here, right? But it's not licensed. So if I go to general settings, it's going to say licensing, that there's no license, it's expired. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to go to the yellow folder at the bottom, X drive, labs, brown, read only, and you're going to go to the Enscape folder. And in there, there's this file called Enscape floating license. You're going to open that up. Can you pull that over to the other side for me, Malachi? All right, and what you're going to do is, I'll let you go ahead and do this, Malachi. Go ahead and highlight that whole paragraph there. And then right-click copy. Whoops, got to highlight and right-click over the top of it when you do it that way. Yeah. There you go. No, right there you go. Copy. Okay, go ahead and close that. You don't need that anymore. And go ahead and close the this thing right here. You don't need that anymore either. So then you're going to go enter license key. Enter license key. and then paste from clipboard. Unless you can memorize all that, hit it, and then hit apply license. And that's it, hit okay. And you are licensed, so he can run it. Epoxy, yeah, no. Yeah, sorry. Give it a second there. And now understand we haven't put any lights in this or anything like that, so we have a ways to go, but I want this available so we can start evaluating what we have and the flooring and all that stuff, and the paint and all that stuff that's going in. And obviously the ceiling is just kind of floating out there right now. All right. I want everyone except Malachi to do the same thing. It is X drive, labs brown read only, Enscape. The file you're looking for, the Word document, is in capital letters. And most of your inside is going to be white right now because that chipboard that we created is white. So Landon. Anyone having trouble with that? All right. You guys having fun? All right. Watch out. All right. So I would like to tackle a couple of rooms in here. Both of these are pretty simple rooms. I got the laundry and powder room. So I'm going to go really, really fast. I believe you have the skill set to do all of this, but just kind of watch, I guess. Architecture, component place, load family. Let's go back to that plus Revit families. I'm looking for specialty equipment, and I want a washer and a dryer. I've got these pretty decently nice ones here. When you load them, they come in different colors. So you choose which ones you like. So there's graphite, there's Liberty and Midnight Dream and Muslin and Pacific Blue. It's whatever you want to do. So I don't know, Midnight Dream, sure, why not? There's my dryer. And there's my washer. What did I say, Midnight Dream? Probably should make those the same color. So anyway, washer and dryer. If you have enough room, in theory, you could put like a sink or something like that if you want to. Right now, I'm just going to put the washer and dryer in. Powder room. What goes in a powder room? Yeah, obviously a toilet, right? So I already know I have a toilet in here. Hey, where's my toilet? For those of you using my model, where's my toilet? Oh, remember that? Oh yeah, huh? Here's what you have to do. Again, if you're using my model, you got to do this because I'm tricking you. You got to pick the floor, right click, override graphics in view by element. You've got to transparency this a little bit or you're not going to be able to see it. Because that toilet's not really a super smart family. I think there's a couple places I have that going on. I think I had it going on in the other bathroom too. See it there? So you guys have to fix that if you're using my model. Right click, override graphics in view by element, and transparency at, about halfway or so. Okay, so now I got a toilet. I'm going to use it. Create similar. Let's see, where am I at here? I am in the powder room. How am I going to set this up? Can I put the toilet here? And then maybe put the sink over here somewhere? You could do it that way. They have what are called pedestal sinks. You guys know what those are? They don't have a cabinet underneath. It's just kind of comes up from the bottom. So there's nowhere to store stuff underneath, but you have a really, really small powder room. It's not a bad play. Let me show you what they look like, and I'll give you a couple options. Load family. I'm going to go to plumbing fixtures Kohler. What I'm looking for is a pedestal sink. Either one of these are fine. These are both Kohler pedestal sinks. I'm not sure which one's the better of the two. Probably doesn't matter which one you use. Spacebar, spacebar. Maybe not. Guess I'm gonna have to spacebar, spacebar, spacebar. And it just kind of, plunks right there. That kind of makes sense. What they look like, kind of something like that. So there's no cabinet underneath. It's a pretty ugly one, but okay. So you get the basic idea, right? It's a pedestal sink, and that's pretty much all you need. But is there anything else you need? Say yes. Quite a few things, right? We know what goes in bathrooms, right? We did this ad nauseum, right? In a bathroom. What goes in a bathroom? How about a vanity light? Say yes. Create similar. So watch the strategy, I guess, is what I'm going for here. I'm going to plunk it in, but it's probably not going to be able to see it because it's above my cut plane, right? What else do I need? I need a medicine cabinet. Create similar. I like the strategy of creating some more. Medicine cabinet would be here, agree? Somewhere like, I don't know, here. It's okay if it crosses over that. What else do I need? Let's cut a section. What else do I need? Oh, how about that? Let's go and put that, I don't know. That's obviously not right there. This has some kind of a height parameter to, we'll have to figure out. What do I need? A mirror, yeah. So component, they're already loaded. So let's see, is it in there? Tell me if I go right over the top of it, I always do. How's that? Something like that? Okay, what else do I need? Let's go back to the floor plan. Come on. Common sense, what do I need? Super loud? Oh, sorry. Light switches, I'm sorry, got it. Sorry. There's certain spots in the room that are hard to hear. Light switches, 100% correct. Component place, switch. How many do you think I need? Agree. Let's see, what else? Towel bar, agree. Architecture, you know, let's do it this way because I don't want to have to chase down that towel bar, right? I could do it either that way or that way, right? Create somewhere to see how this goes. It might be that's a little on the big side, huh? I might probably go, I think I'm going to have remorse on this one. No, this is probably right. I don't know. I think that ring is better, huh? Because that's going to go behind the door. Well, yeah, I can do it that way. That's probably fine. Okay, then what? How about this? Right? Because I've got to have a light in there, right? I don't believe I have a ceiling in here, do I? Let's see. Go to the view. Nope. So I definitely need a ceiling in there. Again, this is all stuff you know how to do, right? So I'm just kind of oh yeah, that's right. You can do your 5/8 ceiling. That's fine. I'm just going to see how this goes right inside. See that right there? Boom. That's at 9'6". That's probably a little on the high side. I'm going to bring that down to maybe like 8 feet. That's probably a better spot for it. You don't need it that high up because you want the light to be closer to you. Okay, then what? Let's see. Let's go into the ceiling plan. Any guesses? Yeah, the fan light, right? Yep. So create similar. Somewhere in the middle. You can even make an argument for putting a fan light in the laundry room, which I don't have a ceiling in there, but you could definitely do one in there as well. All right, let's see what else. See what I mean? It's like there's a lot of crap in there. So let's say it's that. I'm going to take this little trick. If you put the leader, check leader, you can pull this little guy out so it's not in your way. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, floor, right? Did we put a floor in the bathroom? We did. So if I create similar, why couldn't I do this? Do you see where I'm going? Just gonna bump this around. If you mess up a little bit, like, oh no, I messed up. Oh no, what a crisis. It's no big crisis. You know, you just move them around. See if you miss, it's no big deal. Just kind of pulling around. Yeah, you should be in the right spot once you finish. 1/2 inch, that's right. Green check. What do you think I should do for the laundry room? I'm thinking I should do the same thing. Now, I'm not doing them in separate rooms, even though they're really close to each other. I'm still going to do separate floors because it wouldn't go through the wall. I could take out the flooring in the laundry room without having to take the flooring out of the bathroom, right? That kind of makes sense. It wouldn't go through the wall. Okay. Now, what happened to my toilet? Right click, Override graphics and view by element. Transparency. Hopefully I'm beating that up because that 12-bit family doesn't like it. Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Yeah, where's the light? Well, we can't see it because it's above our cut plane, right? So view, plan region. Remember these? I'm just gonna make a little plan region over the top there. We just have to cut it a little bit higher. Cut it like 6'6". So we can see that light over. Again, I did that I just changed this to 6'6". That's fine. Everything else should be good. So we got ourselves a nice little powder room happening. Is there anything else I'm missing? I think that's not too bad. I'd say keep the laundry room simple. I'd like you to spend more of your time in the powder room. If you're zipping and killing it, you could jump ahead. Okay, and I'm sure you guys know what to do at the bathroom right there. That should be, how wide should that be? Probably 5, right? So we put a tub shower combo in there. If you want to go wider, you could. But if you go wider, go to 6 feet. Okay. And that's up to you on how much room you have. All right, let's have you get the laundry room and the powder room. Okay. You can use that create similar command. That's a really, really good one.